you guys so much for being here. For this topic, I'm only going to be covering noise campaigns that gang stalkers and community-based agents and snitches and spies and those who are paid to hate participate in. So what noise campaigns? Noise must be a type which the general public deems as normal. Remember that the goal is to have the target aware of being punished, but not being able to convince anyone else that that is the case. Observe local noise curfews, but plenty of punishment can occur outside noise curfews. The target must not have easy cause to involve law enforcement. Loud music from neighboring home, frequent squealing of tires near target's home, frequent drilling into a scrap of wood or masonry held against the target's wall, floor, or ceiling as if working. Alternatively, hammering, frequent use of sirens near the target's home. Basically, there will be a steady stream of noise consisting of a rotation of various types of disturbances around your house. This noise may even follow you wherever you go. This includes car door slamming, people coming and going, people yelling, car alarms, horns, tires screeching, banging engines revving, car beeping, constant construction, lawn mowers, snow blowers, etc. Your neighbors will probably be bribed with free home repairs that will result in a very noisy construction process or other bribes. Chronic exposure to even low-level noise is considered a hazard that has been known to produce an adverse psychological or physiological health effects. Prolonged exposure to noise can produce high blood pressure, a rise in cholesterol, damage to the circulatory, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, and musculoskeletal systems. Synchronization. Your movements will be synchronized with noise. Vehicles coming and going, people coming and going, and other movements. These synchronization tactics are often done several times, perhaps 3 or more times. Noise campaigns in and around your home. Outside, they use vehicles, car alarms, car horns, slamming vehicle doors, idling vehicles, loud music coming from these vehicles. Street theater with neighbors, or strangers talking loud or amplified sounds, generally via hypersonic sound direct speakers. These are directional devices that can be inside the unit surrounding the target or placed within the unit's home itself, which can be reversed in either direction. Hence, if you hear echoes in your home, the device is being reversed so that your voice will carry. If it is coming at you, whereby people speaking louder than usual, and coming from unknown origin, it is being directed at the target, inside. If you live in an apartment with connecting walls, if you live below someone, this occupants will be recruited to increase the levels of noise that they make, walking heavier than usual on the floors, dropping heavy objects above your head, and shadowing the moves you make in your apartment. These occupants will also be given permission to have their units be used in their absence so that other recruits can occupy these units to continue the 24/7 harassment of the target. This hypersonic sound device will also be placed upon electronic like refrigerators, water heaters, anything that produces sounds and or vibrations, which can amplify to increase the sound levels. This device will also be used so that you think the sound voices walking is coming from a specific area. There will also be an influx of fire engines, ambulance, and police vehicles who will turn on their sirens when in close range to the target's residence. Also, gardeners, blowers, and large trucks, when in reverse, will make a loud beeping. Regardless, most of it is amplified via the directional use of hypersonic, loud acoustic harassment. Harassment can be done in a couple of ways. Increase noise, timed noise in your surrounding, in particular of your private residence. Neighbors playing loud bass-driven music, generally the speakers will also be in line with hypersonic sound devices, which when focused, targeted sound. This means that the sound can be directed at a specific target and as such can be increased when target at you, but anyone not within its range will not hear the sound. Neighbors will also increase the sound they make in their apartment. In particular, if you live below them, they will time their noise response by walking heavier on the floor to increase the harassment campaign. They will also do something called shadowing, whereby every move you make within the privacy of your home will be shadowed loudly. If you get up to use the restroom, you will hear footsteps following you to the restroom. If you flush the toilet, your neighborhood recruit will also do the same. If you get up to go to the kitchen, you will hear the upstairs neighbor do the same. If you turn on the faucet, you will hear the faucet being turned on. These are psychological terror tactics used by these neighborhood recruits in order to facilitate and harbor the architects whose job is to terrorize, torture, and murder the targeted individual. On the streets, you will have timed loud responses, where the privacy of your home address will be given to these resident recruits. These recruits will also be asked what type of vehicles they drive, in particular vehicles that make the loudest noise. They will be assigned the task of driving near the target's home, idling their vehicles, and making sure that the targets are aware of their presence. Recruits will also be told whenever they are in the neighborhood of the target's address, they will be told to simply drive by. Much of this is done in the very early mornings when you're asleep, or in the middle of the night, generally after you turned off the lights and are ready for sleep. During this time, you will hear much traffic, car door slamming, alarms going on and off, honking of horns, people talking and laughing, banging on the walls, and loud sounds around your room that will literally wake you up out of a sleep. Acoustic harassment using directed energy weapon technologies. This type of acoustic harassment is generally in the forms of extreme high and low frequencies. Vibroacoustics, radio frequencies. The following is a list of frequencies that can affect the biological and neurological makeup of the targeted individual. Sleep deprivation. There will be timed loud noise responses in order to wake you out of this state of rest or sleep. These acoustic harassments can be directional to a vehicle and acoustic frequency and amplified household appliances that will wake you up out of the rest or sleep. This is done several times so as to get the target in a state that they are unable to fall back asleep. If the target is employed, they are in a sleep deprived state. As such, makes them less effective at work, which then allows for the process to give them false impression of incompetence, that something is wrong with the target. As such, their ability to work becomes compromised due to their overt targeting. Sleep deprivation is also used to slowly break down the target down, so as to keep them in a continued vulnerable state, which makes it easier for the terrorist architects to attack the target psychologically for the purposes of manipulation, setups, entrapment, terrorizing, and intimidating the target. Thank you so much for watching this short video. The next topic is going to be with regard to street theater. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll continue to post. Thank you guys, and stay safe, and God bless each one of you all. And continue to be yourselves, continue to stay true to who you are, and continue to share that beautiful light with the world. All right, bye.